am Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Crossroads Zinger 331BH. This is a bunkhouse model with a bath and a half and a kitchen island. So you can see that the reason they're able to achieve a kitchen island in this floor plan is because you have dual opposing slides right here, which really helps open this area up and give you the space for the island. The great news, you get a lot of prep space, you get a lot of storage space. The bad news is when this is closed in, it pretty much closes off the entire camper. But that being said, as I mentioned, you get good space on both sides of the sink here. High-rise faucet, double basin composite sink there. Underneath, open this up for you, you can see some storage. And then across the way is essentially the rest of our kitchen. So a little more prep space here, electrical outlet. You have a tile backsplash in there, which is nice. A little tough to see. It's set back a little bit farther. I would have liked to have seen a light in here, but you do have the nice backsplash. 3-burner cooktop suburban oven here. A little bit of storage underneath, just to drop down there. Bank of 3 drawers coming up the side, full extension ball bearing drawers. You will see this one has the remote on here by default, in case you're wondering. All zeros is the code. But you can control your outside lights, awning, and your slides right here from this remote, which can be kind of handy. You can go outside and, if you're in a tight spot, you can, again, open up that awning or open up the slides, make sure you're not going to hit anything. Right up top here, you have the hood with a light and fan, your microwave off to the side, little bit of storage right in there as well. Dometic fridge-freezer combo. Freezer up top, fridge down below. This one does run off both propane and electric, also has automatic switchover. You'll see the blue lights up top. You kind of have some auxiliary lighting there. You can turn that off if you so desire. Otherwise, if you want to leave it on at night or something, it's kind of a nice accent light. You have 2 rows of lights spanning the ceiling here as well. A little bit of storage up here. This is lit, so it gives kind of that extra effect there. Frosted glass on it. Spot for your TV right underneath. It is on a pretty nice angle to the U-shaped dinette or the sofa. Myself personally, I'd probably still get a swing arm mount, but even if you don't, you'll probably still be all right. You'll see the entertainment center right down below here. This controls the speakers in here as well as outside, and it is Bluetooth capable. And then you also have the fireplace right underneath there, Furion fireplace, which will help keep it nice and toasty, just take the chill off on those cold evenings. You'll see the thermostat right here. This does control both your furnace as well as the ducted AC. And as we make a step back into the bunk room, you have the slide door, so you can close that off, which is great. If the kids need to go to bed, you want to stay up and, play games to Dinette, it's nice and easy to close that off and, gives you a little more privacy than just a curtain. Right over here is the half bath. So, porcelain foot flush lever toilet. Having a porcelain bowl is really nice. Not only does it look nicer, but it also cleans a lot easier and it'll stay looking nicer for a longer period of time. As far as space, I have plenty of legroom. That's not an issue at all. I'm fairly wide in the shoulders, and I do kind of hit the sink a little bit on the side right here. I don't know, maybe use it as like an armrest or something. It's definitely livable, but, I do hit a little bit there. Mirrored medicine cabinet right up top. Obviously, you have your faucet and sink right down below, electrical outlet, a little bit of storage there underneath, as well as access to your plumbing P-trap. Secondary entrance. This is always great to have. I know, I've had some people that I've talked to, and they hate the idea of having a secondary entrance into the bathroom. There isn't a window here or anything, so it's not like anyone's going to be peeking in on you. The great thing about it is that you can come right in, friends, family, whatever, use the bathroom, head right back out. You're not bringing dirt throughout the entire camper. If we take a look over on this side, this is, of course, the top bunk. 300-pound weight capacity on here. It is nice and wide. Storage underneath. I'll open it up just to kind of give you an idea what you're working with there. Kind of same thing over here. So you see you have shelves going all the way across. You do have a pretty decent spot right here for a TV. And, because most of the TVs today are widescreen, you basically have, all this space underneath. If you want to put like a gaming console or something in here for the kids, you probably have the space to do it. Right along the back, you have electrical outlet there, some additional storage. Your other 2 bunks are right over here. This one is also 300-pound weight capacity. Then right underneath, you have the sofa. So this is just a jackknife style sofa. Lifts up, drops right down. And as you can see, you have this pull-out trundle bed right here as well. That way, someone can sleep on the floor. It just gives you that one extra bunk. It's not on any slides or anything, so it doesn't pull out super easy, but it is definitely manageable. Back out in the main living area, you will see the super slide right over here. A little bit of storage up top. Right down underneath, of course, window there, and then your jackknife sofa. This one does have the drop-down center console / armrest with some cup holders there. You can fold it right back up. And because it is a jackknife sofa, you get a ton of storage underneath. Right next to that is the U-shaped dinette. You know, this is great to be able to sit around, have a meal together. In all honesty, I feel like the table is a little bit small. You know, if you get a couple big plates on here, realistically, you can probably only fit like 3 plates on there. But it is still nice, you know, if you want to play a game, everyone can sit around there. You have the space for that. The table does drop down into additional sleeping space. You can take the cushions and throw it on top, and 2 adults can sleep there. As far as storage underneath the dinettes, you have like a little finger hold right here. That just drops down like so, so you have access underneath both sides of the bunk. And then right up here, we'll open this up for you. You can see right there's additional storage. Also, you'll notice that it is completely closed off to the master bathroom, master bedroom rather, which I personally like, and the master bathroom as well. But I like the fact that they do that. Storage up top as well as down below. Your control panel is right here as well. Your tank monitoring panel is right there. You know, slides some of your lights and everything too. So right here is the master bathroom. We can take a step right up in here. So one of the things I do like about this floor plan, this layout, is again, you know, you do have the walk-through bath, as I mentioned, separating this master area, and the kids have their own bathroom in the back behind that door. So, you know, no one really kind of has to cross each other's space at night, which is great. Right over here is the neo-angle shower. Open this up for you so you can take a look. I'll actually step in here just to kind of give you an idea of height. So I am 6 foot. As you can see, I do have a little bit of space. If you're 6'3", you know, maybe even 6'2", something like that, you may have to bend down a little bit. Otherwise, you should be just fine. Hand wand right over here. A couple shelves in there as well. Mirrored medicine cabinet right up top. Sink down below. Sorry, I'm getting all up in the camera there. Sink right down below. And then, again, tiny bit of storage right there. I'd say plumbing access because you can get to the P-trap, but you'd be working in a pretty small space. Right over here, I do enjoy this. Big linen closet above the toilet. That's awesome. Gives you a place to put your black tank chemicals, toilet paper, towels, you know, washcloths, whatever else you need. And then this one definitely has better space than the one back in the kids' room. You know, definitely plenty of room for my legs. Same thing right here for my shoulders. Heat duct, you have one in the bathroom. You'll see another one there in the bedroom. So that way it is nice and toasty, even on some of those colder mornings. Stepping on in here, you have the slider door, so that can close off, again, for that added privacy. Shelf along the top. You kind of have like a almost fake shiplap look along the front there as well. Just kind of a nice little accent wall. You see you have a hanging rod on both sides, so you have wardrobe space there. You can also see on the one side, you have both electrical outlet and dual USB port. You have just a single USB port on this other side. And if you want a TV, they did put a backer in the wall, and they put a sticker there so you know where to mount it. And then the connections for that are right up top. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2019 Crossroads Zinger 331BH. Right up front is the power tongue jack. This makes it a little bit easier to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle, because rather than doing it manually, you get this nice little rocker switch here to raise and lower the tongue. You also have a light there for added visibility at night. Right behind that are 2 20-pound propane tanks with the cover, and you see rails here for your battery. Right over here is solar prep. So if you want solar, simply buy portable panels, plug it in right there. It's already pre-wired, and it will trickle charge your battery. Coming up the front is some diamond plating, helping to protect the front end from the rocks or other debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. And going up the rest of the front, you have smooth aluminum rather than the ribbed like the side. The reason that I really like it on the front, one, it looks nicer, but two, it cleans a lot easier. This is generally, you know, above the tow vehicle, kind of up top is where all your bug splatters and everything will be. So anytime you can clean that a little bit easier is a good thing in my book. Coming around to the side, you'll see the pass-through right here. It is a wide opening, which is great, so you can fit some wider items in there. A little bit smaller door on the other side there, but definitely still very usable. Making our way back a little bit further, if you want TV outside, you have the hookups right here. There's not a mount for it, but you know, if you want to set up like a little camp table or something, it's easy enough to set that up. Power awning here does go over the campside slide, so just touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to go right back in. LED light strip on there. It does cover both entrances. You'll see one speaker up here, the other one in the back, and again, those are controlled by that multimedia center inside. This right here is the main entrance, 3 foldable steps with a grab handle. This kind of leads you right into the living area and kitchen space there. And then if we make our way back a little bit further, this of course leads directly into the bathroom. There's another speaker, as I mentioned. Right down here is a black tank flush, so that way instead of having to stick a hose down your toilet to wash it out, hook it up right there. Black tank has sprayers built in. It'll wash it out for you. Then you have the outside shower with both hot and cold water access there. In the very back is the outside kitchen. One of the reasons many people love bunkhouses, myself included. You see the larger refrigerator here, which I certainly appreciate, that we can fit more condiments and beverages in there. Storage up top, a light, TV hookup. So if you wanted TV, honestly, this is probably the place I would put it. You'll see that this one actually does have a backer right there, so you know exactly where to mount it. You have the sink right here, and you have a 2-burner cooktop. Just slide this guy out like so. You'll have this lift right up, and there you go. There are your 2 burners. You'll see that your propane hose is right back here. That actually plugs in right down there. So that way you're feeding off your 2 bottles up front instead of buying the small ones. You also have your bumper here, spare tire mounted to that. And if you take a look up top, you'll see backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera, having the prep makes it easier to install, meaning it will save you money on labor. On the off-door side here, you will notice your fresh tank fill. So if you're going somewhere you don't have water hookup, you want to make sure to fill the fresh water tank. Another black tank flush right down below, because as we saw inside, this one does have 2 toilets, therefore 2 black tanks. And then you also have the city water connection right there on the bottom. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Crossroads Zinger 331BH. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.